This is the demo for the Robbie Cadet Dimension Explorer. First, let's go over what the finalized product sounds like.
Let's go!
Okay, so let's see what it sounds like without and do a little before and after comparison. So first, let's duplicate this track, get rid of the original, and we'll restart the Explorer. So let's find out what we can do with this. So the original bass sounds like this. So it's a pretty cool beefy sound already, but we need to make it bigger and wider and see what we can do with mixing for this. So first, let's go to hyperdrive. The first function on this is an intense saturation to really give you that fat end punch on it. So let's see what it sounds like. All right, I've already noticed a huge difference in how that sounds. It's thicker, it's fuller. The next function is give me space. Now this is used to take your signal and give it stereo width. So if you have a mono signal, you can send it all the way stereo, or you can just, slightly widen it depending on what your needs are. So let's see what that sounds like. Much wider. Your next function is called lose thruster. Now your thruster is your low end, anything below 150 hertz. So all that bass that can get muddy for your synths and basses that you don't want in there for mixing, if you crank this all the way up, it gets completely rid of anything below 150. Much cleaner for mixing. So exhaust is our next function. Now this is basically your top end sizzle. It's a noise oscillator added in. Sometimes it helps, you don't always need it, but it can help things cut through the mix if you use it gently. The next function is center thruster. So first, we're gonna bring it back. So your low end that we just cut out and brought back, now we can use this function to completely center and make mono everything below 150, which gives you more space for the mids and the highs in your signal. Now you're probably not going to notice a difference hearing that right now, but I guarantee in your mix, it's going to help out a lot. Next function we have is called Stratos. So let's take that bass back out. So Stratos is reverb and delay to give you a little extra depth and dimension into your signal. Much better. Now Space Brick is one of my favorite functions in here. This is basically intense hard limiting to really push your signal to the max and cap you out so you're not going into the red. And it's an intense drive for your signal. Now the next function on here is called Aurora. This is simultaneous high and low pass. And as you can see, you can automate each of these features like I used for the intro. Now let's give it a listen.
Let's go!
And this concludes the demo for the Dimension Explorer.